Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 4 Veersmith levels. So in this part, I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 more Veersmith levels, starting out with this one, Mans Icecapades by QueenMonika, with 3 plays and a score 0. As always, if you want one of her levels to be featured in a future part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if her level is covered, expand the description. Wow, the loading time of this stage was rather long. And this stage has essentially 3 different pathways, according to QueenMonika, though I need to be careful not to take Proto Man down the Mega Man route, as otherwise you'll get soft locked. So I will have to play through this stage at least 2 more times. There's our Mega Man route to the right, and the base route is above us. I spy alternate routes. So what's down over here? In this building? Just a lonely Tama. And I need to get the Power Stone first, so I need to go up there. So the Power Stone is either to the right or to the left. It's probably to the left, knowing my luck. Here it is. Compared with QueenMonika's previous levels that I played through, this is a marked improvement. I do want to see what's up over there, so let me return back here. Hopefully I'm not missing anything to the right. Anything major, that is. Thank you, RNG. No, I do need to get over here first. I chose wisely. I really need more health and weapon energy though. There's my first wish. Can I get my second wish granted? I'll look for it later on. A poor placement for this hot dog, really easy to deal with. Another poor placement for the hot dog, as you can stand right over here. Next checkpoint. This stage has good checkpoint placement, I'd say. Same with most of the other stages in the previous episode. This time is even easier than the first one we encountered. There is something to the right, I'm sure of it. So what's down over here? The firestorm. The other rod probably leads to something else. And now I face off against Iceman. I guess one of the other rods leads up to here from the bottom. So let's do a quick reset and restart the stage from the beginning, because I want to see Proto Man's route and then Base's route. Here our only means of offense is the Metal Blade, but that's limited. And Proto Man takes double damage too. Thank you for the full weapon respawner as well. It's especially necessary with Proto Man's limited ammo capacity. And in this segment we gain access to a different set of special weapons. So next up is the Ring Boomerang. And almost dying, as those missile fish have really high contact damage. You wouldn't think that out of all the fish enemies, that one is one of the more dangerous ones to run into. Guess I have to go down over there. I really need more ammo. Thank you for the full restock, I really need it. This was surprisingly easy, and thank you for the next checkpoint. And a lot more straightforward than getting the special weapons for Mega Man. Just want to play it a bit safe here. If Proto Man didn't take double damage, I'd play it a lot more risky. So far, out of all the levels QueenMonika sent me, this is currently my favorite one. It has a above par design, or par design at the very least. And there's a Protobuster. Now I can backtrack back to the beginning. And for good reason, the Protobuster is actually the Proto Strike. Now we can destroy all of our foes that we originally had problems with. This room could do with at least one more enemy. The Flame Blast is probably Iceman's weakness as well. And it all leads back over here. Same with base probably. So let's restart the stage and complete it with base. This stage really feels like 3 stages in one, thanks to being able to play as different characters. So I can double jump as base over here, and only have access to the base buster initially. And I lost my double jumping as I did a double jump off the icicle, but I didn't really notice. For a longer level, this is quite enjoyable. And I also like how each of the character routes are completely separate from each other and quickly branch off from each other. So it gives better incentives to players to play through the stage multiple times. I was half expecting there to be at least a few more enemies. Like some Pukapellis would be nice. No enemies in sight though. This could have been a bit more difficult if we actually had enemies to worry about. Where is the danger wrap? Is it up over here or to the left? I'll take a gamble by exploring the upper route first. There is a mini-boss, so this is likely the wrong route. Once again, I'm gonna take a risk. This is likely the wrong route because I see the skull barrier up over there. But I want to see what's down over here first. Yeah, this is the wrong route. I should have gone to the left first. Gosh, if only I had a special weapon that I could spam. Still no enemies. We can at least spam this now. But what I really need is some extra health. Thank you, RNG. The RNG is being surprisingly helpful in this episode. But what I really need is more health. Oh, this is gonna be slow. But I have no choice to do this. I don't even have any E-tanks. Once again, thank you, RNG. Usually that wouldn't work out in my favor, but this time it did. Even though I spent over 15 minutes in this single stage, I'm quite enjoying the experience. And that's Iceman's alternative weakness as well. So let's nab it and get to the end of the level. Unlike one level by a different level designer, this was enjoyable all the way through, I'd say. See, now we have the enemies and I jumped into there, that was all my fault. This looks like a job for the treble boost. And I'm tank, but I'm near the end of the stage, so I don't really need it. This should be it. In fact, it warps us to the boss corridor from Mega Man. So let's complete the stage normally so we get the credit. As I said before, out of all the levels I played submitted by QueenMonika, this is the best so far. I like how we have 3 different pathways that deal with different aspects of each character, and each get different sets of special weapons. I just wish that the levels focused more on the different characteristics each character has, like Proto Man's shield and Base's double jumping abilities. Second level on the lineup is Get Ready for the Next Battle version 7 by MAGMAX, with 183 plays and a score of 70. That's a rather impressive score. Let's see what this 7th iteration in this series has to offer. We start off in a train or convoy. This is probably a train because of all those spines below us, or rather gyres acting as wheels. I will say that the introductory part is much easier than version 6 introductory part. Here come the spike chandeliers and a lone Colton guard guarding this entrance. We're nearing the boss, as all these stages that get ready for the next battle usually just have a short introductory part just before the boss battle. Whoa. If you're wondering what happened there, that was just a hot dog spawning in, and because of how stretched out it is, it had a crazy effect. So effectively it can't do anything here. Same with this Tama. Flame Man, and we need to swap sides so we don't die. Those Yafus won't help matters either. At least the teleporters are directly linked to each other, so I know where to go. And there are actually spikes at the sides of the arenas, but they're off screen so we can't see them. One shot per teleporter. A very straightforward boss battle, but it was fun. The introduction portion was also fun as well. So the third and final level of the part is The Ghost Island Heart by Lipatio, with 27 plays and a score of 6. I know this is going to be the last level, as the first stage was rather long, the second one was short, and I believe that this will also be somewhat long. Maybe not as long as the first one, but that depends on how difficult this is going to be. After all, this level is labeled as a hard level, but not all of Lipatio's hard levels are actually that difficult. Some of them are easier than some of the levels labeled as normal by Lipatio. Just a bunch of monsters so far. I half expected to get killed over there immediately, knowing my luck with telefragging Yoku blocks. Thank you, RNG, you're rather generous in this episode. I guess you're making up with how difficult the previous episode was. Checkpoint, thank you Lipatio. I also have access to the top spin, which I probably will use in a later gimmick segment. Well, I should have known. You really don't get much time on top of those heads. This felt easier than the previous screen, you had more time to react. Those tellies don't help matters either. Yeah, I knew there was gonna be Yoku blocks. Those looked rather suspicious. Thanks for the markers. Checkpoint placement is definitely on the better side. Let's try this again. If you fail this room, there's no way to reset it unless you do a quick reset, so keep that in mind. At least there's a checkpoint right after that room. These Yoku block segments are certainly on the fairer side. I need to deal with that Komusaburo fast. Or do this. I thought the Yoku block was gonna spawn in the center. It actually did. This time I'll wait. Oh, there are even Yoku blocks to the right. I don't mind these sorts of Yoku challenges, as these are telegraphed when you're over a safe environment, not over a bottomless pit. I see a checkpoint to the right, and I need to bounce on top of these. Made it. That was a close one. I thought I screwed it up there. I didn't even need that. Again, thank you for the next checkpoint, as that was a rather precarious segment. I don't even need those blocks there. I can always just use time slow. Same over here. Now as the sun transitioned to another environment. I'm also liking how the stage checkpoint density is getting higher as the stage is getting more difficult. Not all stages actually do this, and they keep the checkpoint density the same, even as the number of instant death hazards increase. Oh well, only 2 screens away. A lot of shouldas in this level. But to be fair, I feel that most of these issues or mistakes I'm making are my fault, not the level's fault. And I forgot I had access to that to make it a lot easier. I was trying to break out of it, but didn't work. Oh well, it acted like a quick reset anyways. We didn't really need to check one over here, but thanks anyways. This screen or around a section could be improved if it actually had a background. That could have gone horribly wrong if I didn't position myself carefully, and we're at the boss battle. His weakness is a Star Snake. That was a fast death, but expected. Full restock in case you run out. Always thinking about the player. You know, I'm gonna stay up over here, it's a lot safer. I don't think this is intended, but hey, it makes the boss battle so much easier. Overall, this was a fun challenge level. One point focused on usage of the top spin, but not too much. For a hard level, this wasn't too bad. You just need to be careful with your positioning, and pay attention to the Yoko block patterns. All of them are telegraphed pretty well, and even if you fail, you won't lose too much progress because checkpoint density is pretty high. So overall, out of the 3 levels I covered in this episode, my favorite level would be QueenMonika's level, with this one being an honorable mention. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more viewer submitted levels. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!